So we've just released an update which includes a major new feature, the kit generator. The simplest way of explaining what it does is that it generates an entirely new kit with a single click. The kit generator lets you create a set of rules and instructions and then have PercX generate a completely new kit based on those rules. And I'm going to take you through all the new tools so you can jump straight in. To start with, go into generate mode and click this big button at the bottom. You'll get an entirely new kit which no one's ever heard before. Press it again, you get another one. If there are some tracks in there that you really like, you can lock either the pattern, instrument, or both, and continue hitting the big button to change only the other tracks. This way you can keep the things you like and get rid of the rubbish really quickly. I like that, I'm going to keep it. Also. I like the instrument, but the pattern's not right, so I'm going to lock just the sound. That's pretty good as well, I'm going to keep that. Again, I like the instrument, not the pattern. I'll keep the pattern for this one, but switch the instrument up. I'll keep that. And let's lock the instrument again, let the pattern change. Now if I click down here, you'll see that the stuff I locked remains the same. Actually, I like that new pattern, but it doesn't work with this drum, so I'm going to lock the pattern this time and switch the drum. Perfect. Yeah, I like that, but only half the sequence is full. So I'm gonna go into edit mode and drag the loop range back so it just loops the first 4 bars and we don't have 4 bars of silence. Actually, I'm not sure these big toms fit anymore, so I'm going to open it completely and just generate something different. Let's go another level down now and look at how we can start setting some rules. In the bottom left here, you can tell PercX to filter out entire collections, kits with certain default time signatures, kits with certain default BPMs, and as you set some filters, it will tell you down here how many kits you own that actually match the criteria that you've set. The parameter map lets you set how much the kits and patterns are scrambled. Bottom left will generate a kit that already exists with 0 modifications, and top right will generate something completely random. Considering everything we've covered so far, this is a brilliant tool if you're looking for ideas and inspiration, but you'll often know the kind of style you want, which is where the track filter comes in handy. So I know I want something high playing some kind of quick rhythm, but if I keep generating this, I might get a lot of stuff that I'm not really interested in. Whereas if I go into the track filter, I can set the type of sound I want, the type of pulse. I can choose an instrument category and set how heavily it sways towards particular attributes. I'm going to click treble and I'll set pulse to 16th notes. Now, if I regenerate, it's giving me stuff which is exactly along the lines that I want. I like that. I'm going to turn it up. That works. Now the pairing section is where it gets really interesting. I'm going to use track 4 now. I'm going to say I want another set of big drums. So if I unlock it, go into track filter and just click big drums, regenerate. That works. I really like the sound of that drum in this kit because next to these, it cuts through really well. So I'm going to lock the sound and we make sure the instrument itself doesn't change. And now we'll go into pairing. Now the tools here let you set interactions between different tracks, and we're talking about rhythm now. The simplest thing would be I want track 4 to copy the rhythm of track 1. So in this case we'd set the source to Taiko Trio, which is track 1. Leave this set to copy, and if we regenerate now, it will literally copy the rhythm from track 1 to track 4. And I'll play just 1 and 4 now so you can see. Now, obviously, you can do a lot more than that. You've got call and response, which takes the first track pattern and distributes it bar by bar between the two instruments. So if we regenerate now, you'll see if I play track 1 and 4, the rhythm's now distributed between the two. Now I'm going to regenerate just the rhythm for track 1 and try and find something a bit different. We've got accent fill, which copies the source track pattern and then fills the gaps in this track with softer ghost notes. And finally, complement, which adds notes where there are rests in the source pattern, favoring accents over the main beats. Probably a bit too dense now in track 1 to get a good result out of this, so I'll find something more sparse. And the post-ops column lets you add a final stage of modification to the pattern. Swap slices the pattern into chunks of the size you set, swapping the order of every pair. Invert slices the pattern into chunks and reverses the rhythm of each chunk. Gap slices the pattern into chunks and removes all notes in every other slice. And Shift moves the entire pattern to the right and wraps the end round to the beginning. I'm just going to quickly show you one more feature which makes the kit generator really efficient to use. So let's say you've created a blueprint for generating kits which you really like. I'm going to create a quick blueprint for some kits to be generated with. So in track 1 I want some treble with a 16 pulse, short, sharp, dry. Here's some SFX, maybe something long this time. Some small drums, wood, big drums. We'll put some high big drums and then down here we'll put some low big drums. A kick and sub. And let's say I want the 2 big drums to have some kind of musical relations. So I'll get number 4 and also source it to track 6. But this time I'll get it to do an accent fill. The very top track, which is going to have something high in it, I'll also pair that to track 6 and I'll set it to accent fill. I won't touch anything here because I want it to use all collections, but I will set this to top right so it's completely randomizing everything. Let's say I'm getting a lot of really good stuff out of that. I don't want to have to recreate this blueprint every single time I open PercX. So what I can do is I can click this icon here, press Save Blueprint. Now if I clear the kit blueprint, which resets everything, I can actually reload this and continue generating kits with the same set of rules I created before. I hope you enjoyed the new update and thank you for watching. See you next time.